Good morning. So I am getting ready to head out the door. I'm taking the twins to elementary school, dropping them off, and then I have a bunch of stuff to get done. So I am on an antibiotic. I had just recently been tested for strep throat. I was negative, although I was very symptomatic. So either it was a false negative or I don't know, or it just wasn't showing up yet, but I'm feeling so much better today. So now that I'm on an antibiotic and feeling so much better, it's past the window of the 24 hours. So I'm gonna head out, get some stuff done. I have a very busy weekend, and I don't even know how I'm gonna get it all done, but because Ryan's gonna be gone for part of it, but we're gonna tackle the things. So today I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna take you along, I should say, on getting it all done. So I have a lot to clean up around the house. I have a workout I want to fit in, and some calls, some real estate stuff that I need to do quickly, and then I'm gonna go stop and show you guys some Aldi finds, and then I have to film some reels at Target, and what else? So much stuff. Oh, I gotta go fix a sign that I have. It's like on the side of a road. So anyways, just lots of little things, but I'm gonna take you guys along with me so you can see what my day is like, and we can get some stuff done and checked off our list today together. Hey guys, so I am at Aldi, but I could not go to Aldi without stopping at Chick-fil-A, you guys. I can't even tell you how I randomly get these cravings for their chicken minis, their breakfast chicken minis. I'm not even kidding. Like, this bread, I'm pretty sure has like something illegally addicting in it. We'll just say that because I know that I can't say these certain words on social media, but this is good. I'm telling you right now, if you have not tried Chick-fil-A's chicken minis, not a sponsor, but they're fantastic. And they pair amazing with these really unhealthy, I just dropped it, really unhealthy hash browns. And I am a fan of these kind of hash browns, not the big ones. I don't know why every time I've ever had a big, like the big hash browns that are like this, oh, it's gone. I can't find it. They always are burnt. I've just not had great luck with them, but these ones are the bomb. Well, I probably couldn't say that either. Anyways, iced coffee, vanilla, also really good. Try it out. So we're gonna get ready. I'm gonna finish eating here for a second, and then we are going to go check out what Aldi has for their aisle of shame. And then I'll also like just share with you guys some little grocery finds that I find that are seasonal as well right now, because they always have the best items for like charcuterie boards or just like family gatherings. And it's fall, y'all. I'm so excited. It is cooler out, not so cold that it's like unbearable, but it is fresh, crisp air outside, and I am so pumped. I am so excited to be sharing with you guys another Aldi haul, and all the new items that they brought in this week are so fantastic, including this rug. I mean, the softest rug ever. I'm telling you right now, super duper soft, perfect for like large areas where you just want to kind of sprawl out, great for in front of a fireplace, and only $34.99. You can see right here it's 48 by 72, so good size. I also loved these pillows. They were luxury brand pillows for $7.99. Now I will tell you, they felt a lot like cheap cotton, if I'm being honest. But for $7.99, I will be grabbing 2 of these because our kids have friends over that stay the night and we never have enough pillows. So I'm definitely grabbing a couple of these for the house as backup pillows if people come over. I mean, you can't beat $7.99, and somebody could definitely sleep on these for a night. And who knows, like these actually might be good to some people. I'm just used to my therapeutic plush pillows. Now, these are
super nice. They were $14.99. I think these would be great for styling on a bed, or even you could do a couch if you wanted, but I do think these would fit a bed much better. I like the gray and the beige, and they even had like a dark brown and this sagey green, which was really, really pretty. But for $14.95, you cannot beat that price.
And these are $5.99. They are bath mats. I'll be honest, the spongy feeling is a little, I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of these. And when I think about bath mats, I also think about how many germs can be trapped into them, because you can see the backside is solid rubber. It just kind of grosses me out that dead skin cells and things can get trapped in there. Now, these are great because you can totally throw these in your washing machine, which is a fantastic rug. I do love these for stepping out of the shower, and they had multiple different colors for $14.99. Now, I'll be honest, I have been wanting some resistant bands that were just mine forever. These are fabric ones, which I was kind of like, oof. But you know what? Like where I feel like I would be using them, I'm not going to sweat. And FYI, they can be thrown in the wash as well. So don't worry about it. You can totally wash them. And then they also had these 5-pack resistant bands that you could also use, and it kind of shows you some exercises. But I do love how they occasionally bring out like these workout tools, or what are they called? Tools, utensils, not utensils. I don't even know. But so many different options for like focusing on health and fitness. And these were all $9.99. So I did get the bands. They also had these rotating electric toothbrushes with the bonus tip of $7.99. These are great for guests, by the way, like, or, whatever, just having around your house. This was absolutely stunning and just so pretty. This little crystal beauty jar, so you can put like little cotton balls in there or swabs. So many different things. You could even put your Q-tips in there, but they did have a Q-tip and swab like container as well that was like made out of bamboo. These little beauty sponges are fantastic. I actually go through quite a bit of those because you can get a lot of bacteria in them, so I do throw them out from time to time. But here are those bamboo containers. Aren't they just so pretty? And again, $6.99 for these. You could even give that as like an open house gift, or even like a open house party. This would be so fantastic. These were $5.99, which I thought were really nice to grab too for extra for the bathroom. If you have a shower curtain and you do liners like we do, they did have different colors, which I also loved that they had those options, but I found that was a pretty reasonable price. Now, these bath sponges were $4.99 and they had different ones. So this texture right here for this glove was my absolute favorite. And I do honestly prefer a shower glove to a shower sponge. Everyone is different, but I do feel like the gloves can be cleaned out a lot better than a sponge. So I'll leave that there. These are so great. My husband actually has had a tool attachment to clean different things. And this little power drill brush set is so cool. You can clean so many different things, like your, I don't know, rims on your car. And it's $5.99, you guys. These little towel sets were super nice as well. They had bundles of different colors. So you could actually get this little hand towel set where it was like for your hands with washcloths, or you could get the towels to match. So you can mix and match. They had all the different colors. I prefer the beige and the white because those are just more my aesthetic. I used to do gray, but our house is gray on the outside, so I feel like the less amount of gray I can put on the inside, the better. Those were $7.99. Now, these little hot air brushes are so cool. I've seen people use them on TikToks and Reels, and this one is under $20. So definitely run and snag this. It's great for volumizing and just making sure your hair is nice and blown out for the next day. These hair accessories were $2.99, but they were so adorable. You guys, like, look at this pattern. The little checkered print claw clip. Oh my goodness.
adorable. Now, probably not big enough for my hair, because I do have a thicker head of hair, but still great option. They had lots and lots and lots of clog shoes, and they were winterized, which, you guys, I'll be honest, my kids know this, my husband knows this. I am anti-clogs. I do not like clogs. I don't care what they look like. They are just, I can't do it. I cannot do it. We'll never buy a pair of clogs, period. But if this is your thing, here's a winter set for you. Have at it. They were only $7.99 too, so even a better bonus that they were just inexpensive. I did actually end up getting this pajama set, and I'll show you that more here in a minute. But these pants, pajama pants, were like fleece and kind of warm, if you ask me. I'm not a huge fleece fan for anything at night. These men's underwear were a 3-pack. I was trying to feel the material to see if they were more that sporty, stretchy wear, and you could get a 4-pack for $9.99. So I thought that was a great deal, and they went from small to extra large, which is, again, really great. Now, see, back to the pajamas. I got this set because I have an upcoming surgery. As some of you may know, I'm having a full hysterectomy, which I will be planning to document on here. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some documenting on here. I would have also got this one, but I couldn't find my size. But I thought pink was appropriate for the type of surgery I'm having. But let me know in the comments below. Have you had a hysterectomy before? Do you know somebody who's had one? Do you have any tips? I would love to hear from you guys. These little zippers were so adorable as well. This one right here, need wine or need coffee. That is perfect. You can wear one set at night, one set in the morning. Super duper cute. I actually really liked these little tan ones were pretty, but the balls on the tip of the toe of that, I was like, I would probably cut off because they had these little balls on the toes. And then how about they're bringing in Christmas stuff? Can you even believe it? Which actually next week, there's going to be a ton of Christmas stuff. So stay tuned. These little blankets right here are so nice and soft, and they had them for even king size beds, which got me so excited. We have a king size bed, and I am all about these type of blankets. Now, it's a debate between me and my husband on whether or not you should have a sheet under your blanket. Comment below. Are you team sheet under your blanket or just want the solid blanket on you? My husband loves the sheet. I do not. I actually ended up getting this throw. It is so incredibly soft. And I got the checkered print that was the tan. But I also really love this green. It was a very fun color. And then, of course, they had leopard print, which was also really fun. And those were only $19.99. Now, these mattress covers, they had all different sizes, but we actually already have a mattress cover on our bed because we did buy a brand new mattress, and I did not want to ruin it with anything. So I made sure to get one of those. And these felt hangers, you guys, 30 to a pack for only $9.99 is a steal. I actually have these so that my loose sweaters don't fall off hangers. They're great for that, or anything that has a very wide neck that doesn't stay on a hanger very well. Now, these sheets, I'll be honest, rayon from Bamboo, they were not that soft. I was not a huge fan. For $31.99, could probably find some better quality, but I guess if you're in a pinch, grab some. Now, these curtains were actually pretty good quality. I did actually like the gray, but one thing that I'm loving about curtains nowadays, see how the rod, it shows like going right above the window. I do like how people are putting it all the way to their ceiling now. This little box was super cool. I love the bamboo outside, but just fun to organize like some jewelry or watches or even like hair ties or different things for only $14.99. That was a good deal. These are great for organizing as well. So they had like a little chopboard, a spice rack, And then this little carousel, sometimes I feel like they actually are bringing back the same items from before. I feel like they've had these. Let me know in the comments below. Do you? Pretty sure we've seen these before, and maybe they just didn't sell and they're bringing them back out and rotating them. I know I saw those in the spring. Now this comforter set was like toast. I swear people like came in and must have like grabbed all of them because there was only 2 left for $39.99. And these pantry organizers were great, except for I wish Aldi would have made them glass. I'm trying to get rid of all the plastics. So, you know, not a bad deal still for $6.99. But I would have much rather preferred glass, and that's just me. Now, this hanging pantry container set was really cool. You can actually hang it from a shelf. So like if you have some extra storage between that dead space, this is great to make use of that space. And I did love that they had 2 different options. So they had a 3 container and a 2 container. And this $16.99 rack for shoes, I'm actually going to, I did buy this and I'm planning on using it to put towels, maybe toilet paper and paper towel rolls. I'm not really sure, but I did snag one. And this cart was so cute as well. This would make great for like a teacher, or if you have an office that you just don't have enough storage for. They had 3 different colors and they roll. So it's nice and convenient. You can drag it around. And it's still a really great affordable price. Now these little lights, $6.99. We have a few of these. I actually did a collaboration. I don't know, maybe it was like the summer, early summer. And we have a few of these and they are fantastic. I do like that they have the USB so they're easily chargeable, but they're perfect and motion censored for underneath the cabinet. So when you walk into the kitchen, they all come on. And then they also had these little storage bins for $4.99. They did have the bamboo lids, which it was so cute. They had this little sticker that said, "Don't forget your lid." And so really, really fun for organization. Now, I found this pizza maker super fun. Now, I will be honest. So I did like that you could do options on there like grilled cheese or quesadillas, but nothing beats a wood fire pizza. So bring the wood fire pizza thing back, Aldi. We want more of those. This little pasta pot set was so cute because it had like the little strainer built into it for $34.99. And then they also had these more ceramic type pots, very large by the way, for $29.99. So great for big family dinners. And then they had multiple different spice jars with different lids. My favorite, which I already bought off Amazon, were the round lids with the square jars, and they were bamboo, super duper cute. And I do love that they all made them glass because you really don't want to put your spices in plastic, you guys. It definitely absorbs to the plastic and it changes the flavor, if you ask me. I do feel like you're going to contain the flavor a lot more in a spice in a glass jar versus plastic. Now, and you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's my ideology about spice jars. They did have lots of utensils, which I'm not a huge fan of the metal because it scrapes, but I do like silicone over metal. But this little gadget, this cheese grater block, was super cute and definitely a great housewarming gift. $6.99, and basically you shred your cheese into the box. Now, can anybody guess what this gadget is? It took me a hot minute, but it's actually a pasta cutter. So if you're making like, what is it called? Ravioli? That little square one was a ravioli cutter. And just so many fun gadgets. So they even had, I like how they have the acacia, never say this right. I don't know. I'm terrible at pronunciation. But I did love these little measuring spoons. They were just aesthetically pretty. Like, so you could have them out. They did have sourdough kits, which I thought were fantastic too. That's all all the craze right now. People are all making sourdough. So you can get a kit for $9.99 and start your own at home. And I could not stop looking at these pasta dishes because all I could think about is how much pasta I could fit in these bowls. Like, no shame of filling this plate. Like, I would just be like, well, I have to fill it. Like, I can't just put a little bit in the middle. You have to fill the bowls, so then you're feeling less guilty about eating all of it. But makes me really, really want some fettuccine right now. This right here, these little tea towels are so cute. I honestly, none of these would really fit my aesthetic of my house. But I would go for more of that neutral one. All you need is love. That one I feel like would probably be the easiest to add onto your kitchen without, I don't know, clashing with any colors. These little dinner boards were so fun. I don't know if I would really use this as a serving tray. It was really heavy, you guys. $14.99, but I would put it out as a charcuterie board. And Bluey fans. There were so many Bluey items. I'll be honest, I don't even know if my kids know what Bluey is. We've just never really gotten into him. I'm guessing it's a guy. And then Chatmates. Chatmates? Is that his name? No. I have no idea what's going on with the Bluey world, but those are $12.99. These little dinner trays are so cute. So they did have like the Little Mermaid and Spider-Man, which are totally what my little kids would have been into back when they were toddlers, but $4.99, and they had the little matching eating utensils. They did have all the Bluey characters, so if your kid is into Bluey, they had the stuffies for $6.99. And they were actually pretty cute. I've never seen Bluey, so I don't have any connection to it. Now, these cups were also great because they didn't just have Bluey, but they had Spider-Man. And then they had the princess cup, which I thought was super cute. And these cups are fantastic. They're spill proof. You're not going to get leakage all over. And $6.99. They're very easy to clean too. There's not a lot of pieces to it. Which I'm all for because I hate those cups that you take apart and there's like 10 pieces. They also had these little Bluey pajamas for kids, and you can see they go up to 10, 12 like they always do. Aldi is always so good about including all the way from toddler size to 10, 12 for kids. And I just think that's fantastic. Now these were amazing. These little faux furs for furniture. It's like a faux fur furniture blanket. Are great if you are the picture, you have a pet that keeps getting on the couch. Like, these are great for draping over the couch where your dog or cat usually gets up on, and then you just don't have to worry about the dog hair on your actual couch. Now, they also had sofa covers. So maybe you have, like us, we have a really aesthetically non-matching couch. It's brown. It's like a dark brown, chocolate brown. It doesn't really go with anything, but we could really use a cover, but it's more of a love seat, so these wouldn't fit. This is definitely a couch. And so it's going to be a bigger one, but they were really soft. For $24.99, I think that's a really good deal. I think you guys should go and snag that if you have a couch to cover. Now, I don't know how I feel about these flare legging pants. Definitely giving me hippie vibes. I'm sorry if that offends you, but I just am not a flare legging person. And I think part of it is I'm 5'5" and I look quite like a clown if I wear those. Now, these Home Sweet Home maps were really, really large. I was trying to show you the size of these so you guys could see. Looks like 20 by 46. So really nice and big. And then they also had some memory foam travel pillows. Now, these were pretty squishy, like hard, I should say, not squishy. They were more like firm. So if you like the more firmness for the travel pillows, $9.99. And they even had these little leggings, which felt very feltish, like they were like felt material. Not sure how I feel about that on leggings, but if you're looking for a costume piece, I do think that that would be a great accessory. Now, these pumpkin, this is really, really nice. I do love these. They're like the little pumpkin candle holders. So you put the candle on the inside. This is really pretty. This was like great in the house for $14.99. And can we talk about this mirror for a second? It's a vintage style gilt mirror, which I don't even know. It's totally fine. I don't understand that. But look at this beautiful mirror. This looks so high-end, vintage, beautiful, beautiful mirror. I think these were $49.99 if I can remember correctly. They were under, kind of hidden off. Now, they had so many fall things. I've bought this pumpkin spice before and love it. And I think it's a great deal for $4.29 for 12 K-cups. I've bought them for my office, and these flavors of fall looked so delicious. So if you want to get a little bit more bougie, have a little bit more options for fall, these are $7.99 and also make a great gift. Now, if you are a if you're a pumpkin spice person, or apple cinnamon for that matter, you need to run your butts to Aldi. Oh my gosh. There was a whole stinking aisle of apple, cinnamon, pumpkin stuff. I mean, granola. They had cupcake things and chocolates and pumpkin cocoa balls. Like, what? I can't even tell you how many different things they had for seasonal food lovers. I personally have never gotten into seasonal food until this year. I really enjoyed making charcuterie boards, but look how fun this fall pasta is. Look how fun this is. And honestly, minimal ingredients too. Look at that. Minimal ingredients. These colors were made with all natural ingredients, not dyes, for $2.29. You can grab a bag of that. How fun. But I did, like I said, get into more seasonal foods because I do love making charcuterie boards, and I also just love having fun with food with our family and just bringing out some really fun things. Our son Cody really has always loved espresso beans. I almost think I should pick some up for him. And then they had these pumpkin spice Werthers. Like, what? I am like, what else can we make pumpkin spice? We can make pretzels pumpkin spice. We can make them apple cinnamon. We can make salsa. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on. The wafer rolls, these salted caramel wafer rolls looked really good. And then they had like the apple cider and the cans to go. And here's the pumpkins I used on my last charcuterie board on a girls trip. They turned out so cute. You get that whole pack of pumpkins for $4.69. It was so fun. And these little apples are adorable as well. So lots of different options. They had maple sweet potato chips. And then these little cheesecake bites were absolutely adorable. So cute. Random pasta jar. I think somebody changed their mind and stuck it up there. That's my guess. And then the pumpkin spice kettle corn. I honestly, every once in a while I'll grab for something like that and just I want to know if it's good. And most of the time I find out that it is good. But these maple sweet potato chips, I mean, honestly, that sounds fantastic. I did end up getting this honey. We had plenty at home, but I just recently saw, I've been watching this beekeeper on Instagram, and she goes and retrieves all these honeybees and takes the hive, and she'll just sit there and snack on a honeycomb, raw, real, right then and there. And I'm just like, I've never bit into a honeycomb. And now I have it as my mission to try that because it's just one of those weird things. I want to say I've done it and it looks really good. So yes, I will be eating that. Now, this little holiday nut trio, $9.99, great buy ahead gift idea. And then they had all these different jams. So the fig, the sour cherry, orange fig, and they had these little jars, so a little 4-pack set, which I think would be a great gift too if you were doing like a pot and pan set and you wanted to add something extra in there. Now, I got so many of these, you guys, because they were 99 cents. These are modeled after the Essentia brand, which at Target, they're $2.29 a piece. So fantastic deal. They also had these little potted marigolds for $5.99. And I don't know why the smell of this brings me back to my childhood, but it was so, so good. And I just loved it.
Okay, so I obviously went to Aldi and I also went to Target. So I had to film some reels here, but I got a couple of things. I'll show you guys when I get home what I ended up getting, but I'm super excited. I've had my eye on some gold candlesticks for a while, and I found the cutest candles to put in them. I didn't want anything plain, and the candlesticks that I originally found were kind of yellowish, but I didn't want white, because white, you cannot mix white candlesticks with gold. I mean, I guess you could, but anyways, I'm gonna head home and then I will show you guys what I got. Hey guys, so I was hoping to get home. I haven't even, you should see everything, guys. This day is not going the way that I had planned for it to. I was hoping that I would be able to get all this. Look, guys, my house is a wreck. If my husband saw this, he would be like, what is going on? I have stuff everywhere. I need to still put groceries up, and I have to boot it to my appointment for my women's health appointment. It's a doctor appointment for my hysterectomy that I'm having in 2 weeks. So if you guys didn't already know, I am having a hysterectomy surgery in about 2 weeks, and I am nervous as heck, you guys. So I will try and get some footage in there. Also, I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is another project I want to do tonight. So I guess I will show you tonight when I've got the kids down. You guys can do this with me. But basically, these were like little printouts that I got for free. You can put your business card there so you can see where I'm a real estate agent. And these are door hangers, so they're super fun. And then you just put a candy bar. Let me see if I can find one. Oh yeah, right here. So just like that. Working with you would be a treat. I'm not a huge fan of Halloween, if I'm being honest. Like, I would prefer not to decorate for it, but these are super cute. Okay, so I'm sorry I didn't get to bring you guys in there. No videographers allowed, but I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it. So I am a little bit more so after, like, I guess talking through, I'm gonna just adjust this a little bit. Hey guys, so sorry I couldn't bring you guys along for that appointment, but I wanted to tell you what the doctor said. So lots of different things. It does look like I potentially have endometriosis on the outside of my uterus, which is different. A lot of women get it on the inside and it prevents pregnancy. Mine is on the outside, which could be dangerous because it can grow into intestines and all kinds of things. So I'm glad I'm getting this done because there's no way that they can know if I have it without going in and checking things out. But there's lots of different things. So because I've had previous C-sections, I guess I'm more at risk of a bladder, not infection, a bladder tear or some kind of injury. That's what I was trying to say. Some kind of bladder injury is what I'd be more prone to. So they're gonna like kind of blow up my bladder, make sure that it's not sticking or attached to anything before they start incising it. Yeah, anyways. And the goal would be to make 3 incisions. We did talk about, which I'm going to remind him because I'm like, please don't mess with my belly button. So I had my gallbladder removed prior to my tummy tuck, which is another surgery I've had before. And I filmed that a while back too, but, they went through for my gallbladder and they made an incision at the bottom of my belly button. Well, it made my belly button look long and folded, and it just made it look weird. So when I had my tummy tuck, they fixed that, obviously. They made a new belly button, made it really nice and pretty, but I'm like, I don't want to do that again. So I asked if he would make an additional incision above. The goal is to only have, I think, 4 incisions, and they're supposed to be like less than an inch, like a ½ inch wide. So 2 for the robotic arms, 1 for like sutures and all the things. And the goal is to bring out the uterus through your VAG. I don't know if you're allowed to say these things on on YouTube, so I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna like spell it out. So the goal would be to pull it out from below, out of that way. But if my uterus is too big, then they might have to make a little bit wider incision. And then he said essentially what they would do is they would bag the uterus up, and then they would pull it out in pieces because they don't want to risk like leaving something behind and have an infection happen. So that is what they're going to do. Lots of things I got to do. I got to get blood work on Monday, because they need blood work for the surgery. So they need it like a week before surgery. I also have von Willebrand disease, which is weird. I just discovered I had it like a year ago, which is basically a bleeding disorder. So there's things that they have to put into place. They give me a blood thinner so that I don't get blood clots in my legs. But then there's also a medication that my hematologist might put me on prior to surgery, which would be something to prevent me from bleeding out or needing like a blood transfusion, for instance. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I wish that they would do, I know a lot of people don't like the hospital, but I honestly do wish that, I know a lot of people don't like the hospital, but I do wish that they would keep me overnight, because it is like a vacation when I go into the hospital. I don't know about everybody else, but I absolutely love it. The only thing is that it is a 3.5-hour surgery. They wouldn't really expect, as long as everything's going good, they wouldn't expect me to stay longer than probably 3 or 4 hours after surgery. It's outpatient. And I'm a little bummed about that, because I almost feel like it would be easier if I stayed at the hospital, because then my husband could go home and tend to the kids and not have to worry about me. And I feel like it's going to be really hard to just be in the bedroom and not help. Although I might just be out of my mind still, who knows? Because usually you sleep a lot after all the meds they give you, and they are putting me out. So I don't know. There are like, gosh, this is like, I feel like it's more steps to do this than what I would have had, you know, when I had a C-section, which is kind of crazy. Like, I feel like I might miss something, because there's like, I have to go get blood work 7 days prior. I have to make sure I use this soap, which is pretty normal, this red soap. I know somebody has used this prior to surgery before, but I have to use that prior to having the night before surgery. Also, like, not eating or drinking any liquids. And then like, and as far as medication, like, I can't have any of my vitamins, but I can have my, like, no ibuprofen either, but I can have my allergy meds. That's what I can have. Standard surgery though, they're gonna place a breathing tube into my throat. Standard surgery though, they're gonna place a breathing tube in my throat. And yeah, I don't know. I am a little nervous about the pain after. My doctor seems to think that it's gonna be fine and that I'm not going to, he's like, it really just depends like on how easy your surgery is. So pray for me guys that I have a good surgery. Now I'm gonna like get ready to head over to my in-laws house because I know they're making dinner. And then I have a lot to do tonight. So hopefully we'll be able to eat, hang out for a little bit, and then head back home and get some stuff done. So I'll bring you guys along for that journey. But again, wish me luck. The countdown is officially on. So the date, let's see, how many days are we away? I don't even know. I don't even know what day it is. So I'll be sure to follow me on Instagram though, because I will be posting daily, like only so many days until my surgery. Hey guys, so I am back home right now. We went to my in-laws, had dinner, lasagna. I'll drop a little clip right here so you guys can see it. It was so good. And the twins are like so tired. I'm trying to get them showered and in bed as soon as possible. And then I'm gonna start working on getting some of this stuff done around the house because literally looks like a tornado went through our house right now. So I have to get this stuff done. And yeah, I'll bring you guys along for that.
I did not get done what I was hoping to get done tonight. But my husband called and we chatted for a while. And then things took a turn for the worst. I was going down to feed the fish, and I'm gonna show you. See the stairs right there? You see the stairs right there? About the 5th stair down, that's where I fell from. Legit, I had socks on and my foot caught the edge of the stair and down I went on my butt and back and my elbow. I legit could not, I could not stop. My socks slid out from underneath me and I was down. I was going down for the count. I don't think I've done that in several years. I've only ever fell down those stairs one other time. Same reason, I was wearing socks and my foot just caught the stairs, the carpet just right, and I fell. It hurts much worse at 40. I'm just gonna say that. Hurts much worse at 40. I told Ryan, I'm like, did I break my butt? I'm like, I think I broke my butt. Oh, not fun. So on that note, we are not finishing all the things today. I will make another video, but I'm going to end this one here so you guys can have some peace and have it like come full circle and wrap up. But we got a lot done today, and you guys followed along on my journey and got to hear all the things. And so, yeah, we will tackle some more things tomorrow.